It's the Abroad DJ Season 2. You rocking with your boy DJ DCaso. And I got my brother all the way from Baltimore, Maryland. What's going on, Watty Jay? Watty Jay, what's going on, King?
Ain't much, King. How are you?
I'm black. I'm free. How you?
Hey, same. Same. Bro.
That's a beautiful thing, man. So what's going on? How's everything? How's life?
Man, in 2020, it's everything that it could possibly be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean that in so many ways, but it's an honor to still be here right now. So yeah.
I feel you. How you keeping your energy up? How you keeping your mental together?
Man, it's shit, dog. I've never been asked that question in this time. So it's man, I'm practicing DJing, man. I'm meditating.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be there family-wise. I'm taking every second very serious, honestly.
That's facts.
And trying to be aware at the same time.
That's right. So to give everybody like the lay of the land right now, again, these podcasts are going to come out a little bit later, but right now we're all going through coronavirus, COVID-19, as well as I want to say one of the biggest Black Lives movements since the 60s. And there's a lot of things going on as far as us trying to defund the police, just trying to become union and trying to create laws that will protect the Black body, right? Mm-hmm. The POC body. So I think it's a lot for everyone, especially for DJs that travel for a living. A lot of us aren't working. So
Ooh.
A lot of us are in the houses. So asking those questions, of course, of how we're taking care of our mental, I think is really important. So yeah, man, that's crazy that you're sticking to your guns. You practicing, you trying to build on your craft, which is dope.
Man, bro, I'm here right now. Like it's a thing. It's legit a thing, man. So that's my therapy. You know what I'm saying? When I don't think I understand something and you find yourself getting upset, not necessarily because of the situation, but because you're not understanding it.
Yeah.
And that's in different ways of what's going on, but I just get away from it. I try my best, man.
I feel you. And I know you in a blessed situation. You have a fiance, right? Or are you married?
Yes, sir. Yes, my beautiful. Yes, Tanisha, soon to be Watty. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm assuming having somebody else, having another body in the house to just like help you de-stress definitely helps.
Man, it's a balance, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that I feel like knows me best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At my worst, at my best, knows me best, helps me when it's not clear to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Reassures me when I need reassurance and is very careful with everything with me, regardless of what the situation is. And I'm learning that too in return. So it's so much, this is what I'm saying, dog. 2020, it's so much going on. It's so much going on, bro. It's so much. But yeah, man. She's been very helpful in this.
All right. So I gotta ask you this question. I remember, granted, I'm not in a relationship right now, but I remember one of my exes was one of the most ruthless people when it came to my mixes. So she'd be in the other room and I'll mix something. She'd be like, yo, that's garbage. Like, yo, but the truth. Yo, but so yo, bro, but I respected her. You feel me? Like,
right.
Like I would go back and practice. She'd be like, all right, that's what I know. Like she put that battery in my back. So
yeah. You need that though. We need that.
That's a fact. Have your significant other there with you for the majority of the time. Do y'all have those kind of situations where she's like checking you on like, nah, you could do better with that mix? Like
it's she's learning a lot, because I'm really just getting into turntablism.
Okay.
So when it comes down to music selection, though, she got it. Like I even told her, I was like, yo, you should look into this for real. But when it comes down, because I'm trying out new things, I'm trying to learn a new portion of the craft. But she does have a great ear, so she can say, yo, that's dope. That's dope. I like that. I like what you did there. Or she'll be like, I wasn't really feeling that. But she's learning as I'm learning as well. But she's my audience consistently.
Okay. So let's get back to the beginning, right?
Okay.
You've been DJing for how many years now?
Damn. I've been DJing since I was 11, man. I'm 30 now.
Okay. So you got some years under your belt.
Boy, I do. Man.
What was your introduction to the game? Like, was it a
parent that
helped you buy equipment? Was it you? Was it?
My dad's a DJ.
Oh,
And
oh, that's
you know,
great.
my dad's a DJ Jay Watty. So
Okay.
you know, I used to always watch him when I was younger. And you know when you're intrigued by something and you're kind of like, I shouldn't touch it. I shouldn't touch it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
he walked away from his turntables, and I was like,
Just a quick.
real quick. I was like, I think, and ever since then, man, he caught me one time, and then was just like, you should, you know, give it a try. And he tried to teach me things. He didn't teach me the 4 bars. I naturally kind of understood it.
Okay.
Which is why I'm into what I am into now, because now I'm into the art of it.
Facts.
But, you know, I kind of caught on, and this is from Baltimore. It's Baltimore club music, so that's the lane that I've been in, and since I started, and it got like really, really easy at that point. But I never tried hip hop until probably about a year and a half after I started DJing, and then at that point, man, I just rocked on since.
It's a go. That's real. So you said your pops is Jay Watty, so that's how you got your DJ name?
Yeah, but originally, bro, I was DJ Lil J. Originally.
Okay.
And then, you know, it got a point where somebody was just like, so what you gonna do when you older? And I was like, damn, I did not think of that. But, you know, my dad, you know, a lot of people that I run into have very respectful things to say about my dad. So I was like, you know, so it only makes sense. I was like, Watty Jay. And it felt good. And I was like, all right, I'll rock with it. And then I just started rocking with it, man.
Okay. So for everybody that don't know about Be More, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I've been on for a very long time. Who started it? Be More or Jersey? Jersey Club, or is it Be More Club? Who's the originator?
So the originator of this sound,
Yep.
it did come from like a house sound, but it was definitely originated in Baltimore. But there are so many. It has the art of it has a stretch, because then you got Chicago. They got their house music. So there's a lot of influence. Let me just say that.
Right.
There's influence. The sound was definitely originated in Baltimore. So it was originated here.
Okay.
And what happened was, you know, somebody in Jersey was like, yo, let's do this. And more people in Jersey became aware of it. And then it became Jersey music.
Facts.
So, and Philly has the same thing. Different cities have the same exact thing. Florida. But it originated here, but they took it to another level. If you ask me, they kind of took it to
you saying that because you holding down Baltimore, or that's facts?
That's facts. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
There's nothing like Baltimore club music. There's nothing like it. And if people kind of listen to Baltimore club music, the original, and trust, bro, I'm gonna get you this music, and you're gonna hear it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna hear it. It's a style. And you feel the style, and then when you hear it, you'll be like, and then you listen to Jersey, you'll understand. Philly music sounds more like Baltimore club music. It's at a slower tempo. Jersey is a lot more quicker.
Yeah.
So that's like the obvious difference. But they got their own style to it. You know what I'm saying? Just like rap, people got their own style to it, and they just have it different. But I love all of it, man, because it's a community. It's a community of art, and it's like that's the part that a lot of people are taken away, because it's always a Jersey versus Baltimore. There's always like this beef or something that shows up, and it's random, and I don't say nothing, but if you random, and I just be like, man, it's music. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, let's represent our sound for our city. But let's just represent the music for the culture and let it be that. And I get ain't no world perfect, but
of course.
I love the art. It has its own story though. It definitely has its own story.
Okay, that's real. I just wanted to catch you off guard. I want to see what you was gonna say about that, because
I was ready for
that. They wave. So keeping on the whole music aspect of it, I see that you actually record music too. Like you put out a couple of tracks. I saw that you have music on Spotify. Still have music on Spotify. Is that something that you were always into, or it was just like, all right, I'm DJing. I'm pretty nasty at this. Let me pick up something else. So this was like always like a plan.
I think it was just me experimenting at a point, and then it became just something that I appreciated doing and getting a result from myself from, and it get other people to say, yo, this is actually good.
Facts.
So it was like it's like drawing. You know, I tried out drawing and then I got it, and I was like, when I have the energy to do it or I need some therapy from it, I'll do it. And I think that's what music did. But I started off engineering.
Okay.
So I'm a certified audio engineer. So
First
overall,
time?
it was just a test, but
Okay.
it gave me balance, and it dealt with music. So it was like I knew musically I was gonna have something. Some DJs are just producers and DJs. You know, it was a thing that I got to touch in, and I really found a passion for it. So, and I like the sound I kind of have for myself.
That's a fact. The last track that you just put out, which if everybody go check out his page, his Instagram page, he has a song up right now. That shit is kind of dope, bro.
I appreciate it, my guy.
I was like, okay, let's check my bro out. I see you.
Yeah, my homies in LA actually, Hits Only, DJ Row, Sean. We were just testing out the waters. My bro Debris, we tested out of the waters with some music. We all did the same thing.
Okay.
DJ, Sean's an artist, the engineers, Debris is also, he's who I went to school with. So we both got our degrees at the same time. And we all kind of came one and was just like, let's just make some music.
Okay.
And that's kind of what we got from it. And it was actually, it's fun, man. It's just really fun.
Do you feel like being that you had the engineering background, you're a DJ, you do music itself, do you think that makes you a better tour DJ at all?
I think it makes me more aware.
Okay.
And that is something that I appreciate about it. Because, you know, when it sounds off or when we're looking for something or a certain sound, you know, I'm kind of quick on it based from what I was taught. And it becomes a good solution for what we're trying to figure out. But I'm also still learning too, man. You know, being as though it's funny that you mentioned this, bro. Before this, I've never been a lot of places. You know, so I'm learning, and I learned like this.
Yeah.
You know, it's so much behind touring that I'm pretty sure people don't know. But it's an experience for me still.
Okay. If there's one place that you have to be like, yo, that's if I could move there, or that's where I had the most energy or the most fun, one place, what would you pick?
Oh man. It's been so many. But to be fair, I don't think I've been enough places yet.
I mean, the Rolling Loud itself, Rolling Loud took you to London, LA, New York. And then I've seen that y'all done a couple other things. I think Amsterdam.
Yeah, Amsterdam, London. Damn.
Y'all been.
I had a list. Man, we've been a lot of places. We've been a lot of places, and I think I'm thrown off because of the COVID. There was a lot of places we were supposed to go, so I just got stuck to that.
I hear you.
But man, I don't know, man. There's nothing like LA. From what I've experienced so far, I really appreciate living in LA. It's like everybody out there is creatives. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to be on your best. You're competing with. I mean, that's like that everywhere.
Yeah.
From my experience of living there, you know, I've learned that. I've been more aware of that.
So do you feel like, because, you know, everybody says, like, if you're in this game and you really want to blow up, whether that's musically, as an artist, as a DJ, whatever the case is, that you need to go to, like, the Meccas. And they always consider LA, New York, sometimes Florida to be those Meccas if you want to blow up. Do you necessarily agree with that? Or do you feel like it's just more of a luck kind of thing?
I think it truthfully happens a lot of places.
Yeah.
I think LA, New York just has this heightened view.
Right.
Like, you know, Atlanta, North Carolina, obviously. Florida, I think every city has that. Yeah. Every single city has that. But from my experience, like I've been in Baltimore and I realized the chemistry with us sometimes may be off. And it was like that in LA too. Okay. But just it was just a different flow, and it was a different things you have to focus on. It's just a different experience. But I think in living in LA, I kind of learned the pace of things quicker in a short time.
Okay. So thinking about that too, how did you like find Dani? Like, how did that match come together? Was it just luck? Was it because you do radio? You do radio, right?
Interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But am I doing it now? No, I'm pretty much board operating. You know, I'm doing the board. That's
Yeah.
pretty much all I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
But the funny part is when I met Dani, a homie of mine in LA,
Yep.
connections, had mentioned me because Dani at the time her team and I were looking for a DJ.
Right.
And I was living in LA. I just moved back here from LA. Moved back.
Okay.
And I needed a reset. I just moved back, and then my homie called me, and he was like, yo, Dani's looking for a DJ, and I recommended you. Like, would you be available? And at the time, my schedule was completely available. Like, I was, bro, you think you got time right now? My time was available.
Facts.
And it's funny because a few of my friends were also mentioned.
Okay.
And they were like, another friend of mine had mentioned, they said, like, Watty would be perfect for this. Like, this is Watty. And I had called my homie. He was like, you should check this out. Give Miss Vicky a call. So I gave her a call, and she was like, hey, looking for a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We need you tomorrow. I was like, oh, damn. Now, here's the catch.
Facts.
We haven't rehearsed. I don't know the
you mean
set.
Like a live show tomorrow?
Yeah. We had it was Texas University.
Okay.
And we had it was a live show, a show. It was his show. Yeah. So I was like, okay. I was like, all right, let me know. I knew nothing. I knew no set list. I didn't know what song she was gonna perform. I didn't even meet Dani in person yet.
Facts.
So they called me. She was like, we need you by tomorrow. So they got the flight. I made sure I was there early.
Of course.
I got on the flight, got there, and I went, and I was just going through what I had, everything that I had, just checking out the space, just trying to get into it.
Yeah.
And then I think our set was probably in about 2 hours, and Dani and the team had finally arrived. Brandon, Dani, Divide, all showed up. I said, what's up? And immediately I was like, all right, what you trying to do? I was like, let's get straight to this.
Facts.
Let's make this work. And she gave me they had like a set that was pre-recorded that they put together so I could hear it. So I listened to the set, and I realized the show that we had, they didn't want cursing. I took the whole set, chopped the set up, edited the set, made a clean version of the whole show.
Okay.
And then re-uploaded it. Mind you, we have a show in 2 hours. Now, we're doing about a good 15 songs. So if you are engineering or anything, you know how long of a process that is to chop a song on each curse word and then clean it. But I made sure I got it done. I was like, man, I'm going to make this happen. So it was finally time for us to go up, and we just rocked it out. We rocked it out.
Okay.
And ever since then, we've been just rocking out.
How long y'all been rocking together now, if you remember?
It's been over a year now.
Okay.
Definitely been over a year. Officially, actually. Yeah, it's been over a year.
Okay.
And that was actually the first show, which was around this time last year. Or a year before. A little bit.
Was DJing, like tour, was that even on your radar at all? Or it was just like one of those things that fell in your lap?
I wasn't thinking about it.
Facts.
I had always wanted to do it though. I have toured before with artist Ra, Baltimore artist.
Okay.
I've toured with her, and we've done a show. We've done Coachella.
Okay.
We've done North Carolina University, I believe. We've done a few places, and that was my first experience, but that was just a play. But I knew this was a different level. But I also DJ for a DJ company, so I already had the energy and everything ready. I just needed to know what the set was going to be. Besides that, I was like, I'll make this work for us.
You already knew what was going on.
I knew what was up. I was hip to what was hot.
Facts.
So I was like, let's rock. Let's make it happen. And it's been a blessing ever since.
That's dope. So thinking about everything that's going on right now, a lot of DJs are out of work. Money's coming in a little bit slower. People are trying to figure out other ways to make bread. Are you more or less prepared for this? Like, did you set up like some kind of a nest egg? Are you one of those people that are like more of a day-to-day kind of spender slash saver versus nah, I know I need to have at least 6 months of bread saved up, da da da. You one of those people or otherwise?
Man, I can tell you, I was not one of those people that had my money organized. I wasn't one of those people that invested my money somewhere. I wasn't very smart with my money, to be honest. And this was a time for me to learn it. Like, I'm diving into things I've never thought about diving into before, because I know what needs to make sense, and that the decisions that I make affect more people than just myself. So I kind of became more aware of that.
Okay.
And I took the initiative to make something happen to where now I can start saving like that and making sure I'm prepared for whatever could possibly happen. So I don't want anybody to think like, oh yeah, you know, I've invested here and I've invested there. I got Bitcoin on the side. I don't. I don't.
Yeah, but that's a fact. And I've been telling people, it's like, I always in my head was like, yo, I'm moving. Like, I'm doing good right now. So I was never worried about that at all. Like, I never thought something like this would slow down, like, the momentum I had going.
Bro, oh my God, bro.
You know what I mean?
I felt that shit, bro. For real. I felt that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just the way it stopped.
Facts.
The way it just stopped, man. Because not only that, remember last time we chat, bro, I was preparing for a DJ battle. I didn't even get to do the DJ battle. So it was like so much had been taken away from that. And I felt like that DJ battle, to me, was an opportunity to you know, for DJ battles, you get to showcase and show off.
Yeah.
That was my chance. And it was like, damn. And then the tour stopped. Dani had hit me, was like, yo, they're not allowing anybody to tour until next year. And I was like, well, damn. I get it.
Yep.
But well, damn. So it's like, you know, and I've always felt like it's been tough as a DJ that's kind of like bi-coastal.
Yeah.
You know, living here in Baltimore, it's like, I want to go back to LA, and I think it'll be more convenient. And it's been so many challenges I've been dealing with, as just from what has happened to what has stopped to what I was expecting to now. It's like I gotta really sit and think about a lot of stuff. But I'm glad I had time to really sit and think, because I could have been making some bad choices at this moment had this not happened.
Agreed. And I asked that question just because, like, I've noticed, like, this shit has been a struggle, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, trying to keep motivated during this time has been killing me, because it's like, I'm one of those people where it's like my environment influences the things I do. So it's like being stuck in the same place. It's like, damn, I'm looking at the exact same scenario. I take my little walks, but it's like, I ain't getting no new inspiration. I'm looking at y'all cats doing y'all scratching and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, I ain't scratching a grip. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to find my inspiration, but it's definitely been difficult.
Man, that's real, bro. And don't think you the only one thinking like that. Like, it's a real thing. Like you said, at such a time where you had this drive and things were happening, you know what I'm saying? You don't know anything but to keep eating, keep doing what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing. And for it to just stop, you know, I've been asking the same questions, looking at the same malls. Like, I have this thing where I just got to change my space around, so I look like I'm in a different environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel you on that. It's definitely a challenge, and I too find it hard to find inspiration and try to motivate myself or plan to do something that helps me feel like I'm on top of my shit. And it becomes draining sometimes, because it's still other shit you got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you on that, but we definitely gonna get through it. If not where we are now, at a very, 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 very strong level. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean on some other shit. And that's how I've been looking at this whole thing. Like, you know, this is a time to really sit back, readjust, perfect, you know what I'm saying? Become more responsible. And then when it's time and all this clears out, react.
So on that reaction tip, what do you think is the future of DJing then? Like, you feel like everything's going to fall back into place, or do you feel like it's going to change up? Because for what I've been talking to people, my biggest thing is like, if we still have these restrictions, right, as far as the amount of people that could go into clubs, we're probably not going to be hired. Like, I can't see these places hiring DJs.
Right. That's like hiring a DJ for a dinner at your restaurant.
So for me, it's like, I don't know. So what do you think is the future of DJing at this point, man? Especially everybody's doing these lives. Lives is the thing to do right now.
I think just it's going to be the same, honestly. I think other ways have opened up.
Okay.
You know, instead of the bar or place hiring a DJ to come in, they might hire an online DJ to play, and their system is ran through the house playing their set. You know what I'm saying? This may open up opportunities for DJs in radio, because at this point, people can just have like a program that they use. I think it's just open so much. Like these Twitch DJs now, man, this is a whole new creation.
Facts.
And I feel like a lot of DJs are gonna get the notice that they work so hard for with this digital platform existing. Because if you think about it, think about the old school DJs.
Yeah.
Think about like DJs just that have been in this digital world since day one. Those are two different DJs, but now they're all on the same level.
Okay.
You got old school DJs that are like on Facebook Live. You know what I'm saying? You got old school DJs got Twitch accounts.
Yeah.
They got Mixcloud accounts. They got all of these accounts on these digital platforms. And you know damn well they ain't got time for nothing digital. But it's helped open their mind to something.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's so many hot DJs here, dog. You got Kenny K, you got Swift, you got Tim Nice, you got so many DJs here in this city.
Yeah.
And I've watched so many of these DJs become online DJs from being a strict DJ to like, I ain't getting no Facebook, I ain't getting no Instagram, I ain't getting none of that. Now, this is what the business is.
Facts.
These are what companies are investing in, this digital platform. Granted, I'm learning all of this too. I'm just like, I'm like, whoa, this is really what we're coming to.
You're not by
so
yourself.
I think other doors have just opened. Doors have opened for there's opportunity now for DJs in a way. You just got to find which one is your niche, which one works for you, which one works with your schedule. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you got to be only a DJ that physically is available. You could DJ online or you could DJ in person.
That's real. That's real.
So I think it's a game changer too.
So keeping on the digital platforms then, right?
Mm-hmm.
A new DJ that's trying to get familiar with what's going on right now. What are your tips? Like how instruct a new DJ or not even a new DJ, someone that's unfamiliar. How do they set up that live stream? What's the way that you think is the perfect way to do it? At least for you. What have you been doing to live stream?
So I started with my Facebook community.
Okay.
And I feel like my Facebook community is personal. So it's more of a people I know on a more personal level. And I get to play for them and they just want to hear me mix.
Yeah.
Then I'm in Facebook groups. So I get a group of DJs that want to listen. You know, it's different opportunities for people to just listen that I would respect responses from.
Facts. So
seeing that and getting an understanding on how I could make this work on Instagram, how I can make this work on Twitch.
Okay.
I'm trying to plan instead of just being like, let me just go here. I might get a lot of viewers. Let me just go here. It's like, that's not the game.
Okay.
Like you're playing for numbers. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be a DJ, be a DJ. Find something that you find you appreciate the beauty of it. Like when I turn these turntables on, which I just bought, and they are amazing. Okay. PLX 1000s for anybody that's looking into some dope ass turntables. But when I turn these things on, I'm in another world. You know what I'm saying? When I play the tracks, when I get to go through the history of music and style that I prefer, and I just get into it and find what you like. Word. Figure out what kind of music you like. You may want to be a turntablist. You know what I'm saying? You may want to be a battle DJ. You may want to just be able to play at your proms and school events. You may want to start your DJ company. Find what works for you. Experiment, but find what works for you, what style is for you, and then just dive into it. Study it, practice it. Just be on your own back about it because at that point, you don't have to worry about anything else. And let me tell you this, I'm learning this too. I'm still learning this. So it's not a perfect process.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just be mindful of yourself and your time and just appreciate it. Don't do it because you want to get known for it. Do it because you love it. Like I just dived into being a turntablism, scratching, cutting, battling DJ. I just got into this probably about a good 3 years ago. And my homeboys that I was working with for the company in LA, they different people on the West Coast when it comes to DJing. It's a different style. Like, you know, that East Coast, West Coast thing?
Of course.
You see it. And it's something that makes you just be like, yo, that shit is dope. And don't get me wrong, East Coast, you got some beasts, but you just see something different. So I'd say, man, just study it and just find what you love about it and just talk your own language at that point.
That's real. What equipment you rocking with right now?
Oh, brother, I'm glad you asked, brother. Okay, so like I just said, God has blessed me enough to be able to get these PLX 1000s right here, man.
Okay.
These things are beautiful. They feel just like a Technique 1200s. They are amazing, in my opinion. I have the Pioneer DJ S9, DJing S9, which I love, and I know all DJs know of this mixer here. And a MacBook, I guess, if that's the thing that they're mentioning in these.
All right, so what is it about the PLX that you feel like, if someone had to choose a turntable right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had a choice to choose, why would you have picked the PLX? What is it about the PLX? I mean, you said it feels like a tech, but what else about it was like, all right, I need this?
Man, it just gives me the feeling that my hands, when I'm doing what I'm trying to do, appreciates. Like, you know, when you're using a tool, when I gotta get rid of this thing. I gotta replace this with something that gives me the same satisfaction that this was giving me. And I didn't even get rid of my techniques, but I've been using them for so long, and that was like the first turntable that I've used.
Wait. So blasphemy. So you're saying your PLX, you rock with the PLX over the techniques. Is that your stamp of approval right now?
You cannot go wrong with them techniques. But in my opinion,
it's the Watty Jay stamp of approval, the PLX over the techniques.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. 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 Absolutely. Right now, yes.
That's real. I respect that. A couple of people have been jumping on it. A lot of people would tell me that they like the PLX because I think it has the shifting tempo. So I think it can be more or something.
Yeah,
like
you can change the range. Even just it's smooth.
Okay.
It's so smooth. I love it, man. And I've only had it for about 2 weeks now.
Oh, okay. This is a new kind of thing.
Yeah, they fresh out the box.
Okay. And you in love. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, but I will say this: my techniques, when I was using them, I felt like, you know, you use something for so long, you know when one's not as good. One table wasn't as good as the other, and as I've been practicing, I couldn't find that. All right, we're getting somewhere, because I had to keep focusing on the broken turntable. But now that these have shown me that there's a world, there's a world. It's like I really appreciate it. And these are also the same ones I use on my rider. So
okay, word.
I'm very, very used to them.
Word. So talking about DJ music, mixing, turntables, equipment. Let's talk about Serato. How do you set up your crates? Because I feel like this is something that I know even now, bro, I struggle. Because it's like you get so much music, you put it into your thing, then you like, all right, I'm going to get to it.
There's so much music coming out.
Yo. So how you organizing? How you organizing your crates, man?
Man, to be very honest with you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not satisfied with my organized stuff, yo. It's bad, because I want to go through this and wipe it all out and start fresh.
You're not the only one.
Oh my God, yo, it's so much music, and it's like yo, we're hoarders.
Yo,
for real.
That's a fact.
I'm trying to figure out another way, dog, because there has to be a way. The same way you feel like there has to be a way. It was like, oh yeah. Let me go back to the '60s on their asses really quick,
bro. That I'm really trying to, like, my boy was telling me, my boy DJ Big Tunes, he was like, yo, his biggest thing right now, he's like, he's trying to go through his music and seeing what songs has he not played in forever. And he's like, whatever song I'm not playing, I'm taking it out and I'm putting it on like a hard drive. So he's like, if he's doing like reggae rhythms or whatever, where it's multiples, he's like, these are the 3 hottest and these are the 3 that I always play. Let me put this in a crate. He's like, he's not touching if it's a song that he hasn't played and he doesn't plan on playing. He puts it on an external, because you never know. There's those random situations.
There are.
And that's, for me, that's how I feel. I feel like I need to have everything all the time.
Right, because you got to stay ready. You know, you got to stay ready.
Yeah, because I don't ever want that question like, yo, you got this? Yo, how you a DJ? Like, damn. So
like, they got me. They got me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's so much music out there, and like you said, any situation could show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Thanks.
I'm still trying to figure out how to organize it in a point where the songs for each genre with the year,
okay,
it's so organized where once I get new music, I put it in that folder, and then I add it to whatever folder I frequent at to make it more familiar with the record. That, I play this a lot whenever I'm playing this, genre. So let me keep this here. But it's just so much, because as a DJ, you don't want to forget you play something. Oh, damn, I didn't play this record.
Yep.
Damn. But I guess that's the beauty of it as well, because it's like, because I'll sit in here and I can't go through this and find all those records. Like, I know it's hella records in here that I have not touched.
I agree.
But they there if I need them.
I agree. Yo, how do you feel? How have you been able to like stand out, right? In a world of computer DJs, controller DJs, turntablists, how do you feel like you're working to stand out, right? Outside of the opportunity to work with Dani, which I think working with an artist definitely helps your brand. What do you think you've been doing, and how have you been like capitalizing off of that to try to like stand out?
Man, that's a good question, bro. Because in my honest opinion, I'm still learning, bro.
Yeah.
And I haven't really been trying to stand out. Like, obviously I want my own style. I want my own unique thing that people recognize me for. But I'm so immune to wanting to be a student of everything that I never put myself in a position where I was like, I got to stand out.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes, like, we don't always have the answers. Like, a lot of people got a manager that takes care of this and that for them, that sets this up for them, sets this up for them, gets these companies to do this for them. I know some people that just got it and they know how to work like that.
Yeah.
Not everybody's, in that position or built like that. And sometimes learning ain't as simple as it is to you. So I'm still trying to learn it, bro. And I just continue whatever I feel like is creatively dope. I get into it, and then I like to share it sometimes. Right. And I'm still trying to figure out the style I'm gonna stick with that I want to get known for. But I'm still gonna keep learning something, and try to add it to whatever my style is. But I'm learning, man. Honestly,
that's real.
Honestly, so it's touring wise. I've been learning new shit each and every time, bro. Okay.
Yo, if you have to think about the OGs that like really helped you to figure this out, of course you say your pops, right? Jay Watty. Any other like really big name DJs that you feel like were significant in your growth as a DJ, whether that was not even people you met in person, but people that you idolized?
Man, it's a shitload of DJs, bro.
Let's put it down to 3. Let's put it down to 3. So of course
3?
You got your pops, right? So that's one right there. 2 more. 2 cats that you're like, yo, these cats really schooled me.
Man, and I've never met them either.
Yeah, even if you never met them.
It's so many, bro. Because it's so many. Because everybody got their own style. But I'll speak from me as a child when I was like, hell yeah, hell yes.
Yeah.
My dad, of course. KW Griff.
Okay.
And Jazzy Jeff.
Okay.
I would just consolidate, and I if we were to take my dad out,
yeah,
I feel like that's default. That's like default.
That's a fact.
And then I would say someone like a Miles Medina. So it's different styles and different generations.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
When I tell you, oh shit, a craze. There's so many, yo. But I'll leave it at them.
Okay.
They kind of keep me sane when it comes to music. Keep me understanding of like, there's a cleaner way. There's a better way. There's a smooth way. There's a different timing you could do something. They open my mind to so much stuff, and I'm just like, damn. And when I hear it, it's therapy. You won't hear me saying anything. You see I'm locked in. I'm paying attention because it opens my mind to what the possibilities could be.
Okay. With different styles of DJing too, would you say that you're more one of the vocal DJs or you more talk with your hands? I mean, of course, being on stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have to vocalize. We have to get the crowd hyped before our artist comes on stage.
It's our job.
Yeah, it's our job. But when you're done doing your job, you're back home, right? You back in your niche. Are you more of a vocal talk on the mic? Are you more of a vocal talk on the mic DJ? You're more like, nah, I need my records to talk for me.
Man, I've been letting my hands do the speaking for me lately.
Okay.
You know, and I say that in a respectful way, but I do notice that a lot of people, and to each his own, a lot of people are diving into DJing because of what it looks like right now. It seems like I can make some money from it real quick. All I got to do is this. There are different alleys of being a DJ if that's what you want to do. They're going to exist whatever it is you're trying to do in life.
That's a fact.
But to have as much respect as I do have for DJing, I'll let my hands do the speaking for me. But I'm very animated as well. So I may be rocking out. I'm gonna rock out. It's just I love it that much where it takes over me.
Okay.
And my hands, these things here should be registered. You feel me? And I'm still training them.
I feel you. I feel you. So would you say you had to learn how to talk on the mic then? Or was that something that just came natural, right? And I say that because there's a lot of DJs that are coming from bedrooms and now have to be in front of crowds. And as you said, sometimes you got to talk with, if you can't talk with your hands yet, sometimes you got to use your mouth. Is that something you had to learn, like, to go, or was just something that came natural?
I think man, I've been DJing since I was 11. I didn't get on the mic when I was younger. But I dove into being an artist when I was younger. So then I got to showcase at shows. So then I became more like, and then I was meeting MCs at clubs and things started connecting. And I'm just like, this will add to this. This will make this better. This will make this easier. So that's from my experience. And I think naturally I was able to just, and I like getting to know people. So I like making a highlight. If I'm talking to you, you're going to feel I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I think it just at a certain point, it started feeling natural. Right. But I was learning the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, but in front of a crowd, it was different. I was in front of the crowds that we've been in front of. I've been learning. Like, okay, I've been listening to the DJs that go up before me. I've been staying for the DJs that go up after me. I've been just trying to be there early so I know what's going on and how things are working around here, because I ain't trying to be the person that fucked this up. It ain't gonna be me. It's gonna be one of y'all. It ain't gonna be me.
So you're a student to the game still, which is a beautiful thing. And I don't think a lot of people understand the amount of like attention and work that goes into doing this and maintaining it at a high level. You feel me?
And it's so much. And we obviously, you get the butterflies, but it's that level of pressure, that rush.
Why? Like, I still can't understand that. Yo, bro, I don't care how long I've been DJing, how many stages. My stomach does this weird thing every time I know I'm supposed to go on stage. This is
wait. How long you been DJing, bro?
I probably got 12 years now DJing.
Okay, I hear you, boy. Okay,
right?
I ain't know you was DJing that long, man.
Nah, I've been doing it for a while, bro. But it's like my stomach still be, and it's not like I don't know what I'm doing. It's just like I don't want to fuck up. That's it. I think that's really
key.
It, bro.
That is key. Don't fuck this up.
Yo, That's all. And my stomach just be like, you still feel like you get that? It's like, how do you get past that?
Oh my gosh, bro. Every show, every show, I don't care what kind of show we're at.
Yeah, yeah.
Every show, when we're on our way to the show, like, I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna be up there first. And you know, first impression is a lot.
OD.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Once that person backstage says, go, and that time start, it's in your hands. And you don't want anything bad to happen, man. And I think I appreciate the rush because naturally you know how to react.
Yeah.
Naturally you're like, this is the problem. Let me fix this. And then I know how to talk to people. So I'm straightforward.
Yeah, yeah.
Little technical difficulties, but you know it's real. So, you know what I'm saying? So and people understand it. I feel like more people are aware of technical difficulties. And then more DJs are better at being vocal of like, yo, understand, or, you know, a chant that they got to go to. It's like,
right.
You just learn how to make it work and just take your time. Don't rush it, because that's when DJs start fumbling, you know what I'm saying, on compilations and shit at that point. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. Just relax.
All right, so talking about the technical difficulties, is there anyone that has scarred you, like, significantly? Can you call to mind, like, one major technical difficulty where you're like, yo, I lost my job? Or like you just like your whole stomach felt? Has there ever been that moment yet? Or have you been so lucky? Okay.
Yes. When we went to not Miami, we were in the Bay Area, the Her Festival.
Word.
We did the Her Festival, and it was our time to go. I think Melly was on right before us.
Okay.
Melly went on, and then it was our time to go up where they had the DJ set up. It was like everything was cool, but at this time where the son decided he wanted to be was where the laptop had to go. So at this time I'm like, yo, what? I'm not thinking of it because it's like, all this shit's going on. I gotta start. I put the laptop down and I'm getting ready to play the first record.
Yeah.
Not the first record of the set, just my first record of Vibes. So as soon as it starts, I'm like, it's like a build-up. So I'm like talking to everybody, getting everybody ready, people cheering and shit. And I just hear, you know, you can hear that glitch.
Something, yeah.
I heard it. So I was like, okay, all right, we got a fucking problem. So in my mind, that's what I said.
Yeah. We
got a fucking problem. So I jumped straight to it. But I also realized that the cable that they gave me wasn't plugged in. Nothing at that point was working. Right. So I allowed it to be what it was. There was another DJ, so I shouted out the DJ. I was like, yo, let's drop some music for him. So he was dropping records. So we just got everything ready. And it got to a point, I moved my laptop, and then we just made it happen. And I was actually, I think there's video on YouTube. You can see me standing in the shade holding my laptop, talking on the mic.
Okay.
They had to run another cable from the board, and I just ran it straight through the aux. And you know, a Serato DJ Pro, you can do internal. So I was just doing everything from there. We just made it work, and just made that shit work. But it was probably like a good 3 minutes.
Do you feel like that's something that you could learn or you could teach people, like problem solving? Like if there's new DJs coming up, right? I feel this is something that I always tell anybody, especially if I teach anyone. I break down the entire setup and like put it back together, right? And then I tell them turn around and I'll unplug something. I'm like, yo, figure it out. Because I feel like that was the hardest thing for me to learn on my own, the troubleshooting aspect of it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that is as important as it is as learning the skills, like being familiar with your setup or different setups and knowing how to problem solve?
Man, overall, I think all of that shit is important. But that troubleshooting thing, that comes with the experience. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like we know this. We went to school to learn some shit. You get out of school, none of that shit mattered. You know what I'm saying? It was really what the real life experience was. Yeah. And in real life, you run into this type of situation. So you're always prepared for it. But when it comes down to that, you're gonna learn that shit. You're gonna realize, all right, something ain't plugged up right. Yeah. Something is not plugged up right. Yeah. I'm getting feedback over here. The mic just keeps on tripping over here. You're gonna learn it. But that's the way in learning. Once your ear pop from that loud ass sound, you ain't gonna ever let that happen again. That's a fact. So, is there anything in your years DJing that you felt like was a necessary piece of advice? Like
What was the greatest piece of advice you've received so far?
The greatest piece of advice I received.
Or the greatest lesson you've learned along this game?
Man, thus far, it is really, as cliche as it sounds, stay true to you. Stay true to what you like, who you are, because that's what you're gonna stand out for.
Facts.
So stand true to that, and always being a student. Some people truly learn something and they think that's it. Like, there's more to learn, and they allow that to become their face, and they get this big ego. They think they're better than everybody. They don't respect nothing anymore.
Yeah.
And so that was the most key thing that I've learned. And I think that plays a major role in a lot of people's lives when they understand that shit.
That's real. That's real. Mellowing it out a little bit. So you went
For real.
You went to Overlay High School, right?
Mm-hmm. Overly High. You know what the Falcons?
So
It wasn't even like that.
Do you feel like there was a memory from that school that's like, yo, this changed my course of life? Was there any one situation from high school that you're like, nah, sir, if this didn't happen, I probably would have taken a whole different path in life?
Damn.
Like a suspension, a breakup, a fight, failing a test, anything of that sort.
All of those things have happened. That's the point. Shit, man. I will say this, bro. Okay. Overly High School had taught me a lot because there was so many different personalities. Yo, everybody in Overly was funny as shit. I'm gonna be honest.
Like funny, hilarious, or funny?
Hilarious.
Oh, okay.
Hilarious. On the way with females, males. There was always beef. There was always bullshit going on in high school, but everybody at Overly just had a sense of humor. We had our own style of sense of humor, which I'm pretty sure everybody does.
Facts.
But I think I can't really think of a situation that I'd be like, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be here. Okay. I think it was really just high school.
Facts. If you weren't DJing, what would you be doing right now? I know you got your production degree, engineering degree. But if DJing, if there was no DJing, what do you think you'd be doing with yourself?
Probably the NFL. More than likely the NFL.
How you figure that?
I'm gonna kind of go ahead and say this. I was definitely a really well-rounded wide receiver when I played football when I was younger. And it's funny, my cousin actually plays in the NFL. He plays for Green Bay, Adrian Amos. And we were chatting about it the other day, and I was talking to him. He was telling me, like, we were just reminiscing off when we were kids, because he played on the younger team than I did, and we were always at frequent games. So we saw each other's growth. Okay. And, me playing that, I was just like, that's what I was passionate about. That's what I appreciated. That's why I was like, I'm going to keep going for this, whether it's going to hurt. And that's probably what I would have did, honestly.
Okay. So you DJing full time, right? You do this
full time, yeah. I mean, I do DJing, I do engineering, I do photography on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm working on getting into real estate. Okay. So I'm trying different things, man. But once I get the time, I really want to dive back into production. Okay. And probably bring out some new club music, some more Baltimore club music, so people can get some more awareness there of the origination, or if that even is a fucking word. But I want people to get more familiar with that it existed, and that, where it started from, and just the style of it, man.
Okay. Before we end this out, before we close it out, the versus competitions, the versus challenges that have been going on right now, would you say that you have one that you're like, yo, that was the best one yet? Right?
Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, hands down.
Hands down.
Jill Scott and Erykah Badu, hands down. I loved all of them. Like, there was hilarious shit that can't happen from a lot of these. But I think that was the one that made me just be like, the whole time I'm just, damn.
Space the whole time.
But I think that, yeah, that was the one that was just like, I love seeing shit like this. Like, I love what Swiss and Timbaland got going on here, and just how it kept growing. You got Scott Storch on here. You got Manny Fresh on here. Shit,
Yeah.
we had some Neo. I can't remember all of them, but you know who we had.
Yeah.
The fact that we found a way to have everybody come together to make music, and a lot of people wouldn't know what a lot of this music was if this didn't happen.
That's a fact, especially the youngins.
And I'm sure a lot of them youngins had moments they were just like, I remember this song when I was a kid. Like, they had that moment, be like,
The aha, yeah.
But yeah, that's been the one. Jill Scott and Erykah Badu was the one.
Word. Is there any piece of advice that you would give people out there, whether it's an artist and or DJ?
Man, trust your gut. Don't overthink your process. Always be open to the lessons. Don't block any of your blessings that was not supposed to rhyme. But, you know what I'm saying? Stay humble at the end of the day of all of it, because you're always a student to it. You'll notice growth, but just keep wanting to be hungry for the next thing and just stay humble in that process.
Okay. So signing out for my brother. Tell them, where can they find you? Where can they keep up with you? How do they, you know what I mean?
Man, first of all, you can find me, all platforms are the same thing. Watty Jay, WATTYJAY on all platforms. And that's pretty much it, man. If anybody ever want to talk, chop it up, you got questions, hit me up. I'm a regular person. So don't allow, like, a lot of people allow the image to hold them back from their own goals. Now, don't overdo it.
Of course.
Don't do too much. And I'll tell you, you're doing too much, bro. Chill. But yeah, just stay hungry, man. Just stay hungry.
That's real. Yo, y'all already know what it is. It's the brother.
Yeah.
DJ DCaso, Watty Jay. We here, baby.
Blessings, bro.